The gunman who shot dead Elle Edwards outside a pub on Christmas Eve has been jailed for life with a minimum term of 48 years. Miss Edwards was an innocent bystander when Connor Chapman opened fire with a submachine gun as he targeted two men in the culmination of a gang feud. The beautician, 26, was enjoying a night out with friends when she was shot outside the Lighthouse in Wirral. Chapman, 23, was found guilty of her murder at Liverpool Crown Court. Members of her family shouted "Goodbye lad," "Scumbag" and "Rat" as he was taken down to the cells. Passing sentence, Mr. Justice Goose told him,
"What you did, Connor Chapman, to those 6 victims was as wicked as it was shocking. You murdered Elle Edwards, bringing an end to her young life. You attempted to murder Jake Duffy and Kieran Solkeld, causing them very serious injuries. You wounded both Harry Loughran and Liam Carr, and you caused injury to Nicholas Speed. How did you do that? You obtained a submachine gun loaded with 12 bullets and prepared yourself to fire all of them at close range at 6 of them. Your intention was to murder Jake Duffy and Kieran Solkeld, but you didn't care who else would be killed. That's why you fired all of the bullets at the group. I'm satisfied that you are a highly dangerous man."
He spent days afterwards removing or destroying evidence that would identify him as the gunman. Co-defendant Thomas Waring, 20, was jailed for 9 years for helping Chapman burn out a stolen Mercedes used in the shooting. In a statement read to the court, Miss Edwards' mother, Gaynor, who did not attend the hearing, she said she cannot accept her daughter had gone. "I still think she'll come home," she said. "I cannot put into words how much I miss and love her." Miss Edwards' older brother, Connor, said he had last spoken to his sister on the night she died. "I was curious to know what the plans were going to be for Christmas Day, as Ellie was going to be cooking Christmas dinner with Mum for the first time. Usually Dad cooks," he said. "I told Ellie to have a good night. We said we loved each other. This was the last time we spoke." He said he now went to bed each night with a constant hit of grief. The days that followed were just horrific, visiting my sister lying in the mortuary, looking as beautiful as ever with a small patch above her right eye. That moment will never leave me. I shouldn't have been there, and she didn't deserve this. Her grandmother described her as beyond caring, beyond kind, beyond generous and loving, adding she was very special to me and my best friend. "If I were to die tomorrow, the coroner would write on my death certificate, cause of death, she died of a broken heart. I miss my angel princess so much it hurts." Speaking outside court, Ellie's father, Tim, said he hoped his daughter's killer would never see Christmas again. "If I'm lucky enough to be around for a long time yet, I'll do my best to make sure he never comes out of jail," he said. Things need to change, and we've made a start with that. If you think about picking up a gun, you should think twice about it. The trial heard the shooting was a culmination of a feud between gangs on the Woodchurch estate where Chapman lived and the Beechwood or Ford estate on the opposite side of the M53. Chapman lay in wait outside the pub in Wallasey village for almost 3 hours before firing the weapon, which is used by some militaries and is capable of firing 15 rounds a second. The prosecution said Chapman was attempting to kill Kieran Solkeld and Jake Duffy, both of whom were seriously injured in the shooting. The pair from the Beechwood estate had attacked another man, Sam Searson, in the street the day before, the court heard. 3 other men who were unconnected to the feud, Harry Loughran, Liam Carr and Nicholas Speed, were also hurt. Nigel Power, KC prosecuting, revealed that Chapman had recorded a rap video while in custody last year after an aggravated burglary at his mother's home. In the video, he made comments including, "If I make it out of here, I'm due to become famous, because if you touch one of mine, I'll leave you on the pavement." He also said, "I know I've been a scumbag, but I'm proud of that." Chapman's defence barrister, Mark Rind, KC, said there was very little mitigation. "I cannot suggest there is remorse," he said. He said Chapman had 2 children, one of whom he never met before, and they would be middle-aged by the time he was released. Arguing against a whole life term, he said Chapman was only 23. People do not fully develop until the age of 25. Until then, they may not see the full consequence of their actions, he said. Full life terms are usually given to people much older. Chapman was also convicted of 2 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm, and 1 count of assault, occasioning actual bodily harm, as well as possession of a gun. Waring was convicted of possession of a prohibited firearm and assisting an offender, and pleaded guilty before the trial to failing to comply with a disclosure notice. Detective Superintendent Paul Grounds from the Merseyside Police said the cowardly actions of Chapman on that night, firing at his intended targets while they were stood outside in a crowd, shows the arrogance and contempt he had for everyone. Chapman is behind bars where he rightly belongs. Please like this video, please comment and please subscribe. Thank you.